Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, we welcome you in the Golden Spikes Spotlight. Jack DeLongchamps alongside with our very first guest, Mr. Justin Lebron. We appreciate you spending some time with us, good sir. Roll damn Tide?
Roll Tide. Let's do it.
Justin, I appreciate you taking the time on behalf of Team USA and our title sponsor, Chinook Seeds. Beyond stoked to be able to share 15, 20 minutes of your time today, but a blistering start for yourself. We'll get the baseball stuff out early, but, man, it just looks like you and your boys are having an absolute blast at the start of the season.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's all you can ask for playing this game. It's just a fun game. It's a kid's game, and that's kind of like what we like to do. Just have fun and just let the rest take care of itself.
So, I was introduced to your game 2 weeks ago in Jacksonville, was on the broadcast call with Darren Vaught. I saw you hit two baseballs that I didn't even know were feasibly possible to go to that part of the field. Right center, looked like you were swinging a tennis racket. You're dialed at the plate. I'm curious, when you get in the box, right, if you were to tell a 12-year-old that wanted to be Justin LeBron when they grow up, what would your advice be to them?
Really just act like you're playing wiffle ball. When you're playing wiffle ball, all you're trying to do is go yard every pitch. And, it's just really having fun out there. You're going to fail, which happens in wiffle ball. But, the best part about it is when you get that ball and it looks like a beach ball, you're able to send it out of the yard. So, yeah.
I love that. Well, hey, I'm on the D1 baseball bandwagon now, and they've kind of brought me in because I love to tell stories, right, like the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah.
And with this award, right, the Golden Spikes, I'm always curious, like, is that a goal for someone like yourself? Like, hey, it's this prestigious deal, but is that something you set out and go, hey, I want to go win that thing, or is it just almost like an added attribute?
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely is a goal of mine. Ever since I knew about Golden Spikes, why not try and achieve the highest expectation? But, it's kind of just like one of the steps along the way to achieving the main goal, which is becoming a Hall of Famer, And unfortunately, fortunately, I'm good enough to play this game, and I'm fortunate enough to play on a good enough team to even be recognized for this. So I'm just truly blessed.
Love that. Well, hey, I asked you this. How about blessed enough to play for that Team USA ball club a year ago, right? I'm always so curious, the wisdom, the knowledge that you absorb, but at the end of the day, the emotion and passion of playing with the Stars and Stripes across your chest. Talk to me about that experience last summer playing for Team USA.
Oh, it's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It's just awesome. You get to play with the best of the best. Play along with also the best coaches of that particular year. And, it's just you get to gain so much knowledge. And the best part about it, you're having fun. You're playing for the USA also on July 4th, which is even the best thing possible. And so, I think it was really an eye-opener for me, just the fact of how great this country truly is. And I truly got goosebumps on national anthem, fireworks going on the 4th of July. It doesn't get better than that. And it was just a fun experience just to play along of the best in the country.
Can't script it, except for maybe in the Sandlot, right? Playing under the fire.
That was it.
What's your favorite baseball movie of all time?
It is The Benchwarmers.
Yeah.
Benchwarmers.
I like that. So we're no Gus Bus, but you do have a pretty solid nickname. So educate me, because Coach Vaughn told me the boys call you Bronny. Have you been Bronny since you could pick up a bat? What's your favorite nickname?
I like LeBron. I really do. I'd rather just say LeBron, because every time someone says Bron or Bronny, they think I'm LeBron James' son. But, when someone says LeBron, they think I'm related to him. So, anything with LeBron. But, funny enough, this didn't really start out until high school. Okay. I've always just been called Justin my whole life. Yeah. And so I got to high school and started calling me LeBron, came here, LeBron. And so now if someone calls me Justin, I kind of don't even react to it.
Don't flinch. Should we bring it back? Should this weird guy with a pencil bring back Justin?
Guys, if you want to, but I just may not respond.
I really enjoy your response. I'll keep with LeBron. Week 1, you go big fly. You get the Sports Center love in early on, which, as someone telling this story sport, I'm excited as heck to see the national media picking it up. We've got no silencer. We'll leave that to the basketball LeBron. But tell me about the flying the wings around the base path, dude. I'm all in on it. Where'd that origin start?
It actually started from our second baseman, Brandon Norton. We were doing preseason. He had a couple moon shots and started twirling and flying out to the right field Rangers. And, he was like, let's do that as our homers, Sally. I said, I'm in. Let's do it. It just so happened that I got out to a pretty hot start of hitting some homers and kind of stuck with us. So now that's kind of what we like to do.
I love it. The Norton dog. That's a pretty good nickname.
And
too.
Norton. Kubaya, that's as we call him, Kubaya.
I love that. He's a mid-major junkie like myself. Kind of fell in love with the story, but it feels like your ball club together, right? Hoisting that belt. You guys got a lot of WWE personalities in that Alabama locker room. Who's the craziest guy in there?
I say Will Plattner. Will Plattner. I mean, he's like one of the catchers that we have. I mean, you can give him to impersonate anybody. He'll do it, and he's good at it too. He can do voices to the way they act to just batting stances. I mean, you got to see it for yourself. It's truly impressive.
I like that. We also, rumor on the street, aka my source being Coach Vaughn, you guys go and win the Jacksonville Classic. A 10-run deficit, largest in school history on Sunday, was honored enough to be on the call. Mr. Hodo, aka Alabama Baseball, hits a walk-off. But I'm not sure any of it's possible without karaoke on Thursday night. I hate to spoil it, but did you sing any karaoke at the team dinner?
I got a little bit. I was really just announcing everybody, trying to get all the freshmen to come up and do all that. But I got a little bit in myself. I did sing a little bit.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
It's got to be "Ain't It Fun." It's got to be my walk-up song, right? It's got to be.
It's a good one.
It's a really good one.
Our play-by-play guy, Darren Vaught, like the minute he heard you walked up to the plate, he's a big walk-up song guy.
Okay.
Covered in goosebumps. Who is the best karaoke singer though?
Best karaoke, Cade Snell, hands down. You gotta hear him sing. I mean, he's a country guy from Dothan, and he got a good voice too. It's a sleeper voice. You wouldn't really expect. It's like when you sing in the shower and everyone sounds good. It's like him. That's what it sounds like.
He just woke up with golden pipes, like just letting her rip.
Majestic.
Majestic.
Yeah.
I want to hear more about this majestic run so far. For the college baseball fan that's starting to buy in, when they're watching you and your squad play, what do you want them to know about Alabama baseball this season?
It's just going to be a tough, fun ball club. I mean, we're just going to have fun. We're going to be tough, and we're just going to show you why Alabama baseball is going to be put on the map.
Ooh, on the map. Do we have goals, aspirations? Like I know when we're talking with Big Hodo, it was just about like having fun every day. But is there do you have like written out stuff, manifested, believe it type deal?
I mean, there's always the goal of going to win Omaha and, going to win the SEC and whatnot. But I think our main goal is just day by day, just being tougher than that opponent we're facing. That's like the thing that we're buying into right now. And I feel like, you can be tougher in the box. You can be tougher with the mindset thing. And that goes a long way. And that's kind of like just what we're portraying ourselves in.
Yeah. You guys are pesky. Coach Vaughn had joked about like, hey, we're savages in the box, not to go a la Aaron Boone, but you guys do give off this, hey, we're just going to stick around, stay in the fight. I'm curious for you, like staying in Tuscaloosa, right? Like out of high school, you're a highly recruited kid, right? Why was Tuscaloosa home? Why does Alabama baseball feel like home for you?
I mean, to start off, Alabama athletics in general, it's just so good to go around, so good to be around. And really my main thing was just to develop, coming out of high school, I'm a little underweight, a little undersized, didn't have as much knowledge as I nearly do now. But I mean, going to a school where there's just history there and, there's a history of being good, not just in football, but in all sports. And not only that, coming with a new coaching staff with Coach Vaughn and just meeting him for the first time, a really awesome guy, family oriented. I just wanted to be a part of that. I wanted to build the legacy here in Alabama and just restart it again.
I love that. That's cool. He's different, isn't he? I felt like his energy was contagious just even talking to him pregame. What's it like playing for him?
He's awesome, man. I mean, he just truly wants the best for you, not just as a player, but just as a person. And I think that goes a long way. Oftentimes us ball players, we lose sight of who we are and just only have that focus in baseball. But in reality, baseball will end at one point, and you got to come and be a normal person. And so he kind of just teaches us the life lessons and just how to be a man. Love that.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
He talking with him before that Jack's Classic. I mean, he was beaming, talking about. He's like, they're just so much fun to be around, right? I want to know. You said Plattner was the craziest. I want to know who's running the bus games. Do we play Mafia on the bus?
For sure, we're playing Mafia. All 6 hours of our bus ride, we're gonna play Mafia.
I'm a big believer in the teams with the best Mafia games are the best in the country. So who's our narrator on the bus?
So we got a bunch of different narrators. We'll all take turns, but Riley Quick, he always wants to be our narrator. He's going to be the first guy saying, I'm narrating. But I mean, we got a bunch of different guys. I'll narrate a ton. He'll narrate a ton. Platt will narrate a ton. It's really just like who's gonna make it the funniest, who's gonna make it the best.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'll roll in on that. Who's the best player? Do we have a best Moth player versus best cop versus best medic?
Okay. We got a lot of guys who are going to say the best. I'm going to say I'm the best. I'm the best Moth player. Got to be, right? But no doubt. We got a bunch of different guys. It really depends on your role. I mean, I feel like it gets to a certain point that if some person keeps like tricking everybody, they're going to go ahead and get him out of the game early. So, but we're all good, I would say.
There you go. I'm telling you, if college baseball fans that are listening along and aren't familiar in the world of Mafia,
you got to get into it.
Got to. I was going to say you're lying to yourself because
I mean, if you haven't played Mafia, you got to get figured out. Got to somehow find a way to play.
I love it. I'm going to start like an intramural Moth league where we just go hang out. Like
that would be good. I'd be a part. I'd join.
Yeah, I'm going to hold you to that. You're going to be a heck of a sponsor to get people on board. When I say that Justin Lebron's in, everyone's going to play.
Let's go play Moth.
Let's go play ball. I'm scared of adult injuries, so like pick up basketball. No bueno for me anymore.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be good for me either.
Are you a hooper? Can you bang a little bit?
A little bit. I could hoop a little bit. I'm more of a defensive specialist, though.
Now we're talking. He's a 3-and-D kind of guy. Who's got the best bunnies on that Bama team?
Probably Matt Heiberger.
Yeah, he can go.
He's a sleeper baller.
Okay,
he's got that lefty on strap.
He's shoving on the mound right now. So you're telling me he's a clip too from behind the arc?
Yeah, he is. He's just an athlete. That's just what it is.
That's amazing, man. Talk about amazing. Your run so far has been crazy. When a lot of people watch you play, you go, "Hey, he's just got the it factor." I'm always curious, like the love of the game. Where did that start? Did you have a guy growing up that when you watched him play, you're like, "Hey, that's an inspiring dude that I could be like when I grow up," or maybe a go-to player that you say, "Hey, I'm gonna model my game after him a bit."
Francisco Lindor.
Yeah.
Francisco Lindor. I just love the way he goes about the game. I mean, baseball, I feel like a lot of guys, they just want that same ball player, the same guy who's just fundamentally stable and all that, which I'm not saying that he's not. He definitely is. But he has his own little twist to the game, and that's kind of what I like. I try to portray myself as, like, I'm going to get the little things done correctly, but I'm also going to add my little twist and tang to it.
Put your own flair, your own craft on it.
Exactly.
Love that. Like the flying around the bases.
Exactly. You got to add a little something, right?
A little foot. Come on. If we're not having fun, what are we doing?
Exactly.
Lindor's a good one. How about defensively too? You glove it like Lindor as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not quite there yet, but I'm trying to be like him. That's for sure.
What's an Alabama practice look like for you guys? Because it feels like defensively there's been such a hyper emphasis on this great undefeated start for you guys where, hey, it feels like it's starting on the defensive side of the ball. A lot of the attention is offensively, but starting with your leather on the left side, you guys have been pretty special fielding it as well.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt we're going to come to the ball field, get our stretch in, make sure you don't pull anything, but we're going to get straight into defending. I mean, that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to start with the little hand stuff and whatnot. Outfielders will probably start with the hand stuff as well. And then we'll just get into just really mass fungo, making sure our fundamentals are correct. And then after that, we'll have a little fun, do a little 27 outs, maybe do a little competition within each other because that's truly what gets each other better, competing and just really trying to win. And so that's what we'll do here. 27
outs just gave me a little PTSD.
Yeah. It could be a rough one, but it could be also really fun when you get it done all the way in one try.
Clean. Yeah. Do you guys do it off of fungo or do we do it off the machine?
We do it off of fungo. Ooh. And they usually will get all the way to 26. And my other shortstop, John Young, freshman, I'll usually point at him to make him get it done. Target him every time.
Like
get them done.
The leadership to put it on the youngsters' plate. I love that, man.
Yeah.
How about a leader in that clubhouse? Like, who's a guy that when you look at Alabama baseball, is it a guy like Hodo or Platt behind the plate where there's some dudes that have been around the program for quite some time? Tell us who's that core fabric piece that you go, man, we wouldn't be where we are today without him, that maybe he's not getting a ton of attention.
Right. I mean, I definitely do think that we have Cates now, definitely our captain. But I do think that as much as he is the captain, we have a lot of different guys. And I think that's what makes us so special. Like where there's not too much stress and attention just to Cade. We're going to have Will Hodo, sleeper, who's not really going to talk too much. He's just going to show you how it's supposed to be done. I mean, we'll have him. We'll have Will Plattner as well, who's just a tough guy who just shows you how to play. So we got a bunch of different guys that kind of do it all.
Love that. All right, my final question for you, brought to you by Chinook Seeds, the title sponsor of the Golden Spikes Award. I've got a weird feeling we're on the same frequency here. What is your favorite Chinook seed?
Got to be the cinnamon toast, right?
I had it ready. I just had a good feeling.
That cereal too, and it's just the best. I mean, it has that little sugary taste. I mean, when you're in the game, it's not too strong. It don't got a little bit too little flavor. You got the right mix.
But people look at me like I'm crazy when I say cinnamon toast crunch.
I just eat the cinnamon toast in the game.
You
gave me the cereal, and I would just eat them.
I like. See, how about this? I'm gonna adapt on the fly here. A go-to of mine. I love Mark DeRosa at MLB Network. He's one of my favorites. I try to model like the interview style after him. He always asks this question: what's your go-to game day breakfast?
Game day breakfast. I'm gonna do the same old plain. Just two pancakes, bacon and eggs, and just like a little bowl of fruit, some strawberry yogurt and some strawberries.
I like that.
Every morning.
Clean, easy. How are we celebrating though? Give me a cheat meal.
Oof, cheat meal.
Yeah.
I'll probably do some donuts. I like donuts, like some donut holes, some glazed donut holes.
Love it.
If I'm really feeling it, I'll do like 2 bags of candy. Okay. I'm not really feeling like a meal. I just want to get all the junk.
Sweet tooth. Justin LeBron, best player. Okay, you get a sweet tooth. What's the bag of candy?
Bag of candy. I'm gonna go to a tropical Skittles.
Oh, that's a good point.
Tropical Skittles, blue bag.
I know some teams do it where the first base coach is holding like a gummy bear.
Yes, we did that in high school. When every time we scored, you got a gummy worm.
So you guys went gummy worm. So you're saying, but maybe we go. You guys are, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So right. Pull this off. But you would go tropical Skittles in the back pocket as like.
I might take that into consideration.
But we're rolling right now. I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah.
Fans blame me for it, but I don't think it's a bad idea. Okay, tropical Skittles. Shout out to the boy. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Finally, Golden Spikes Award. You mentioned it. What it would mean to you. Previous winners in the past. Have you been able to pick former college guys? Obviously, you grew up playing really high-level high school travel baseball, now playing in the SEC. Have there been anybody that's reached out and gone, maybe it was with Team USA or someone who's won the Golden Spikes before that was like, hey, this is kind of what you can expect to help maybe alleviate some pressure to go, hey, you're not alone in this fight? Because it feels like you've been able to play with that same old wiffle ball mentality week in and week out.
Not yet. Not quite yet, but I have had a bunch of different guys from all over just reach out and say, you're doing an awesome job. Like, what do you see in the box? You know, what can I get from you? I just tell them, just have fun, play it like you're playing wiffle ball. And they're like, I wish it was that easy, but sometimes you got to make the game that easy.
That's it was like the worst and best advice I ever got. Like, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. And I was like, it ain't that simple, huh?
I mean, sometimes when we're talking about other things, like maybe in the classroom where you just have these nerds that just get it, you know? I mean, they're like, just keep it that easy. I'm like, I don't know about that one, but hey, yeah.
Do you do anything to like subside those nerves?
Really, just breathing techniques.
Okay. I was going to say ultra confidence where you're going, hey, no one's outworked me. Because I do get that vibe off you. We're like, hey.
Yeah, sometimes, most of the times it's like that where it's like just fall back on your training. You know, you've worked so hard to get here. So, I mean, just to rely on that.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. My final question for you, and I'll let you go, I promise. Some idiot on the broadcast screamed Blitz, Bama, Blitz in your last game. I'm not sure if Roll Tide Willie's still rolling around in Tuscaloosa going crazy, but were we a fan? Were the boys in the clubhouse a fan of that idiot on the broadcast?
Of course we were.
Okay. I didn't know if you overstepped. We're trying to sway all those Tuscaloosa fans onto the diamond, man. This is what it's happening right here.
No, yeah, no doubt. We're definitely a fan.
Okay, perfect. Justin LeBron, appreciate your time more than you know, dude. Congratulations on a heck of a start, and can't wait to see what the 25 season has in store for you in Alabama baseball.
No, thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
Golden Spikes Spotlight Week 1 is a wrap. Justin LeBron, the best of the best, baby.